Good morning. My name is Kathy Marsh. I'm the museum specialist at Family Heritage House Museum located on the campus of State College of Florida. And today I'm here interviewing Mr. Jetson Grimes of Jetson's Creative Trends. Mr. Grimes.
Good morning. Thank you.
Tell us your personal story background of how you got to where you are.
Okay. Well, I was born in an era where a lot of African Americans during that period didn't have a lot of opportunities. I know I didn't want to just be in the workforce and I wanted to go to school. And I wanted something that I can be involved with my community. Just by coincidence, I was getting a haircut at the barbershop where I usually get my haircuts, Robert Budd Barbershop. And one of my classmates had just finished school, and I got my hair cut with Bud. He wouldn't let me go to the other guy. And I looked over and I say, Freddie Floyd was his name. I said, how much money you made last week? He said, I made $50. And I just say, okay, this is where I'm gonna be going. It was 1964.
Okay.
And when I finished school, I started my career where we are now, right across the street at Timmons Barbershop. And I worked there for 3 years. And I always admired Robert Budd Thomas and his shop because he was a progressive shop, and he always took in young people, you know, to give them opportunity to start their career.
So he trained new barbers?
Well, yeah, because during that period you had to be an apprentice barber when you first came out of school. You had to work on a master barber, and he was a master barber, so you had to work under him for a year and a half. So, but I was able to work under Timmer. He was a master barber. But when I went to Bud, he was inviting and, you know, come on and, you know, I'd love for you to be a part of this business here. So I stayed with Robert Budd Thomas for 16 and a half years.
Oh. Yep.
And 1979, during that period, a lot of things changed for me, because I was fortunate. I was a barber. I just cut men's hair. But the revolution of ladies started getting the relaxers, and a lot of things started. Johnson products came out with relaxers. B&B had relaxers and the curls and everything. And that, I kind of gravitated to that. And I went back to school and trained to do ladies' hair. Okay. And I always talk about my evolution in this particular profession. At that particular time, I had a family and all, I had kids and all of the things, and my average weekly salary was probably around $200 a week. I went from $200 a week when I started doing ladies' hair to $2,000 a week. And
so you were blessed to have these women in your...
Oh, I love you guys. I love it. I tell you, that was so special.
And we'll pay anything to get our hair right.
Right, you know it. That's the truth. And what made me so unique with me, because at that particular time, they didn't have any men in the profession. Wow. You know, and sometimes, you know, ladies kind of gravitate to the guys. Yeah. And I was kind of handsome, and I kind of knew what I was doing too. So my business just flourished during that period. And then I wanted to expand. I saw opportunity. And what I started doing when I went back to school, I started training a lot of young people out of school, and I would bring them into Bud, and I started training them how to do ladies' hair. And I had 5 ladies when I decided to say, okay, maybe this is time for me to go in my own business. I came in this location here, and for 42 years, this is where I've been. Wow. One of the things that I've done since I've been in business, and I take a lot of pride in that, probably I've trained probably 70 to 80% of the hairstylists and barbers have started right here in this business here.
Wow, what a blessing.
And that's from Sarasota and Manatee.
That's fantastic.
So we was able to give opportunity for a lot of young people, and a lot of them still in business and have their own shops, and you know, they all kind of come by and say, hey, Jet, you know, we're proud of, you know, what you gave us an opportunity to do. So that gives me a lot of pride.
Fantastic. What influences and inspires you as a businessman?
Helping businesses. You know, I take so much pride in this community here. And one of the things that I've kind of really geared myself around is being able to revitalize a community. And how you revitalize community, you have to have businesses within a community. So I work very diligently and you know, with a passion to be able to encourage businesses back into the community.
What advice do you have for future business leaders in this area and beyond?
My vision is you can bring economy back to a community. Community can prosper and to thrive. And I say, how do you bring our economy back to a community like an inner city community that haven't received, you know, some of the benefits that other communities? And I look at Sarasota and what makes Sarasota successful and a lot of other cities successful. People come to Sarasota because it's a destination.
Okay.
You come to Sarasota, you want to go to the beautiful beaches. You want to experience the arts, you know, Wrangling Museum. You want to experience the cuisine, the food. I'm saying to myself, okay, how do you start changing that dynamic for inner city? And the fortunate thing about this community here, we still here.
Yeah,
you got something. Yeah, you got something.
To see.
You know, people will come from all parts of the city. You know,
and people come back to town
right,
and come here. I mean,
right.
I know you have people that born and raised here, move somewhere else, and if they come back to visit their family, they're going to come to Jetsons.
They're going to come to Jetsons.
They're going to come to Jetsons.
You give the recognized name.
Yeah.
So these are the things that I feel is going to really be able to revitalize this community here.
And not only that, it's a shining light for other communities.
And yeah, it can use that as
an example.
You make the same transition for other communities too.
Well, I would just like to say that, I mean, some of that stuff I knew, all of it I didn't know, but it's good to be able to interview you, Jet, you know, and be able to give this information, because prayerfully somebody that even not in our neighborhood can see that and understand this is a place that they can come to visit, come and see, be comfortable.
And be comfortable.
Because you don't want to visit someplace and feel like you know,
no,
you want to come and you want to relax and so forth.
That's right.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but we know that people do, and so I'm praying.
I call it downtown Newtown.
There you go.
Downtown Newtown, huh? You want to come downtown? Come on to Newtown.
There you go.
Huh? All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.